This is Maths with Jade, and I'm going to show you how to prove the quadratic formula. Because a lot of you would have asked the question, why do we use this formula to solve this equation? I do warn you though, viewer's discretion is advised because it's about to get ugly. Here is a generic quadratic equation. Usually a, b and c will be numerical values, and we want to find an expression for x in terms of those values a, b and c. And you can already tell that this will be a nightmare to do because x appears more than once. I'm going to start by dividing by a because that will eliminate the a in front of the x squared, because remember our goal is to get x on its own on one side. And now I'm going to subtract c over a from both sides because it eliminates on the left hand side, and now I'll get negative c over a on the right hand side. And now we're going to do something crucial. We're going to make x appear only once by completing the square on the left hand side. And to complete the square, I need an open bracket, square that bracket, and inside the bracket is going to be x plus my second term divided by 2x. And we need to remember to get rid of the byproduct, because if I was to expand out that double bracket, then I'd have a b over 2a squared that I do not want, so we need to subtract that. And that is equal to our right-hand side minus c over a. Are you keeping up with this? If not, play me on half speed. I won't be offended. And the chances are I'll never even find out about it. Now, a quick reminder, if we want to square a fraction, we can just square the top and square the bottom. Now we're going to use that to simplify this term. So that will become b squared all over 4a squared. And now I'm going to add b squared over 4a squared to both sides to eliminate it from the left-hand side, and it's going to appear as a positive on the right-hand side. I'm just going to rewrite that again for you, swapping these two terms around. I'm now going to simplify the right-hand side to one fraction. My common denominator is going to be 4a squared. My first term will stay the same, but my second one I need to multiply by 4 top and bottom, and also by a top and bottom. And now I can write that as one fraction, and it's going to be b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Can you guess my next move? It should be quite an obvious one. I'm going to square root both sides because that will eliminate the square on the left-hand side, and I'm left with plus or minus the square root of the right-hand side. Now, another little reminder, if I want to square root a fraction, I can square root the top and square root the bottom. So I'm going to use that to simplify that right-hand side. Lovely. Now that doesn't actually look nicer, but we know what the square root of 4a squared is, and it's 2a. So I can get rid of that and replace it with 2a. And now I'm going to subtract b over 2a from both sides. It will disappear from the left-hand side and appear as a negative on the right-hand side. And what I'm also going to do is just swap around my two terms on the right-hand side. So now I successfully have an expression for x in terms of a, b and c, but I can go a step further and simplify the right-hand side to one fraction because there's a common denominator. And I get x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, our quadratic formula. Are you exhausted now? I know I am. This has been Maths with Jade. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on new content. Share this video and all comments are welcome.